tomorrow, the Blair Witch director is coming back to another episode of the show.
That's right. Did I just see they're doing a Blair Witch show?
Yeah.
How is that? Blair Witch Projects?
Haven't we seen it? AKA Ghostfacers.
Blair Facers. Who's doing?
I don't know.
Dawn?
Viewer? Moving on.
Let's get some questions before we just guess.
I've got mine written down.
Is it written down in an accent? That'd be.
So my question is, there's a lot of unexplainable things
That's a
on
statement.
the show. It's getting to the question. One of the things that I find great about the show is that, things like, how do you guys have charged devices all the time? When Sam uses his laptop for 10 hours in the car. And what I was trying to understand is, where do you guys get your Wi-Fi? It seems to be that you always have charged stuff and Wi-Fi wherever you go.
Are we at liberty to tell her?
No, let's tell them a secret.
All right. So, the Winchester Brothers are sponsored by Mophie. And they just plug it in.
And AT&T hotspot.
Who I like again. No, you know what's funny is that they do here in Canada because I guess you can go to, I thought I was a Luddite for not knowing this. I wasn't trying to imply that you're, you can go to like AT&T and buy like help me here, please.
Here's a shovel.
I don't know, I was holding backwards. So you can buy a little thing, and it uses data, but it gives a signal. So like if you're on a computer and you have a really wide keyboard, because you're like this, it's basically the size of the piano. And it broadcasts the signal. That's all I got. You're trying the thing, answer.
Dean outfitted baby with Wi-Fi a few years back.
You just use the antenna on the
There you go. And we did a house call for one of the sales reps many years ago and saved him from the Ruru. And then, so now I'm the infinite supply of downloadable megabytes.
It's also worth noting, we joke around a lot on set, obviously. One of the running jokes we have is like getting a fan letter saying like, hey, I understand that God came down to earth, possessed the body of a writer, and that Lucifer was moved around, and Satan's God had gone home and come back soulless and soul. But there was one scene where the light bulb seemed to change from luminescent to white. I can no longer watch Supernatural. People cutting off heads and their mouths, still moving, and then sewing it back on.
However, now we're getting that question.
What are they
have Wi-Fi? And how are they constantly powered up? Which is funny because the power situation, when they cut, our guy who's in charge of computer, Tommy, he comes running in with the power cord and puts it in, and then when they're like, okay, lock it up, roll sound, he comes running in and unplugs it and runs back.
It's always right there, so they'll run in and like plug it in and run off. It's like the guys who wait for the tennis balls to hit the net. And they all cut and runs up. And he runs off and like sits on his,
Because God forbid one day they're like, lock it up, roll sound, and Jared goes, Tommy, is that a power? He'll just walk to the door and keep walking to the parking lot, get in his car, and drive away.
But you know what's funny is I also read a story. You ever hear about like the band writers that ask for free M&Ms? So in a strange way, and I actually kind of believe this, they would put it like number 40 or 45 on their list of requests so that they